Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Well, it's been an interesting last few days. I'm going to read on Lauren Boebert today. Now, obviously, a few days ago, she got booted from a theater performance of Beetlejuice. And I was going to read on it, but it's all gossipy. I was going to read on it, but I was thinking, what's the big... It's Lauren Boebert being Lauren Boebert. But more details came out. And I don't know if you've seen TikTok videos of this or whatnot, but her behavior was horrible. It really was. It was trash. It was total trash behavior. So she's at this performance of Beetlejuice, and amongst the things that she was doing is her date was fondling her breasts during it. There's video surveillance footage showing him feeling her up. And apparently there's footage of her grabbing his crotch. Lovely, nothing like the appropriate behavior inside a theater. She was taking flash photography, which you're asked not to do. She was vaping, and there's a picture on Insider I've got in front of me here in the theater. And apparently the person behind her, there was a couple behind her, and the woman asked her to not vape. The woman's pregnant. Boebert's date offered to buy the couple behind him, the pregnant woman, her husband, drinks if they would just let it go. The pregnant woman was on the news basically saying, "I'm pregnant." Talk about just being tone deaf. "Oh, you don't want us to vape? Okay, how about I buy you drinks? Did you miss the part where I said I was pregnant? Please don't vape in here." Between all these behaviors, I don't know what got her kicked out, to be honest, because any one of those things should have gotten her kicked out. But, she's Lauren Boebert, so she gets to do all sorts of things wrong. If that's not just a testament of our society, I don't know what is. And she gets booted out, and then she gets all mouthy and obnoxious. Do you know the basic... Do you know who I am? I'm going to call this person or that person. You're all going to be fired, blah, 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 blah. Whatever the heck she said. Well, she's since gone on to apologize, saying, past few days have been difficult and humbling. I'm sorry for the unwanted attention on Sunday evening in Denver is brought to the community. None of my actions or words as a private citizen that night were intended to be malicious or meant to cause harm. The reality is they did, and I regret that. And she blamed her public and difficult divorce for her actions, and that she simply fell short of her values. What freaking values? You don't have any. Sorry, honey. You are trash. Trash, 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 trash. And you acted like it. Everybody got to see who you were. Now, if you and your boyfriend want to go have a good time and do that, don't do it at a Beetlejuice play. Go get a room somewhere. You're adults. You're allowed to do that. Lauren Boebert, what is going on in your life right now, girl? Okay, everything's upside down. All right, I was about to say it's upside down. Yeah, you don't have a plan. She's trying to navigate through stuff right now. I don't doubt that her divorce is difficult. I don't doubt that she's under a lot of pressure with everything that's going on. And I don't doubt she's failing short, but she's not trying very hard. Because on the bottom of the deck is judgment. People are judging her on her actions, not on her words. And she's going to be held accountable. People are not going to forget her actions. And they are going to hold to her account. Is anything short-term going to happen? No, other than some conservative women in the world like Ann Coulter and Meghan McCain and Jenna Ellis are going to trash on her. Nothing's going to happen. Why should it? Stuff like this would normally get your butt in big trouble, maybe even kicked out of Congress. Not anymore. Welcome to the new Republican Party. But I think the voters in her area are going to remember this. They're going to remember what she did do and what she didn't do. Look, whether she gets primaried out on the next election or voted out, she's going to be held to account. In the past, all these wand cards. Look at all these wands. In the past, Ace of Wands. You know, she went in there just swinging a club. Or clubbing. She's out clubbing. She's out there, you know, just causing mayhem in Congress. But, you know, it's also that mayhem is also spreading to her life. Basically, her life as she had it before she went to Congress is in shambles. And she's basically just taken a club to it and just broken it all down. I don't think she has much of a support network going on right now. And to be honest, she's out of control. She's the exact opposite of a Knight of Wands. She's not slowly planning things. She's just doing whatever she wants. It's more of a Knight of Swords type energy, except there's no intelligence behind it. Basically, she's going out and doing what she wants whenever she wants with no care for the damage that it causes. Current situation is King of Cups. You know, it takes a lot to get people to start to be sympathetic. Like if this was her ex-husband, you know, the guy who exposes himself to children to make him look like the mature one. Oh, jeez. She's out looking for a new man, a new husband. While this guy is clearly physically attracted to her, they don't seem to have what's the word I'm looking for? They're not making great choices in public. You know, he is not a mature male. This guy that she's with right now, or the one that was with her in the theater. She's just making bad choices after bad choices. She's attracted to guys who are they're horrible. She's attracted to horrible men who are not good for her. She's got choices to make. She can continue down this path of destructive behavior, or she can choose not to. I don't see how she doesn't choose not to. The lesson to be learned, Five of Swords, she's a narcissist through and through. Things, you know, ever since she's gotten to Congress, you know, she's felt powerful. Things don't matter. She can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, and there's just no consequences. You don't like it, hit the highway. She's, you know, got rid of her first husband. I can't say that's a bad thing because he's a piece of work, but she's replaced him with guys that are equally destructive. She's on a bad path. Basically, she's on a downward spiral, and she's going to continue down that path. I don't see her getting. I mean, this is going from troubled waters to calmer shores. She needs to get out of the public light, and get some help for her kids' sake. She needs to get help. But yeah. Judgment's coming for her. You know, she's basically out of control. This woman is bad choices, lots of bad choices. I don't even know what to follow up on her with this because I haven't even heard if there's going to be any. It doesn't sound like there's any law enforcement follow up. She got kicked out. She's mildly embarrassed, and life goes on. I don't even know what to throw on her anymore. You know? Will there be any political consequences for this? I think we all know the answer is no on that, but I'll throw a quick little four-carder. Just see, will there be any political fallout and political consequences for basically trashy behavior? You know, when those allegations that she was a call girl were coming out around the last time she ran for election, I didn't recall seeing anybody actually come up with hard evidence or follow up on that. But her behavior is not exactly saying that was a bad analogy. Are there any consequences for justice? Knight of Pentacles going away. There's that planning again. there's going to be a justice because she's trying to get away with stuff. She's going to be asked to leave. Is this with her divorce or is this with her politics? This might be with her divorce. There might be some issues that happen with the divorce because of the behavior that she's been doing. I can't imagine her husband, her ex-husband, or the guy she's divorcing. He's not exactly a mature, stable person himself, and he might try and use some of this to gain some leverage over her. What am I seeing? Okay, so what I'm seeing is justice. So I don't think there's going to be anything happening with Congress. I think this is going to be, the divorce going through. There's going to be the separation and the going their equal ways. There's going to be money. And given the way that cash flow is going, this is going to be alimony she has to pay to her husband or to her ex-husband. She's going to have to pay money on that one. And then, they go their separate ways. They go their separate paths on that. But so there was adultery going on. This is my card, usually with relationships about adultery. I was also going to say, maybe there's finances being hidden and stuff like that. But maybe if the divorce stuff ever comes out, we're going to hear about adulterous behavior, and probably on her end. Because, again, she got elected to Congress. She all of a sudden had money coming in. She's going to have access to all these different people that she might be attracted to. And, you look at your husband, who I guess was okay at the time, and you're going to see where he doesn't measure up compared to this literal orchard of guys that she could be picking from. And she just doesn't seem to have good taste in men. And she's going to continue down that path until she doesn't. Hopefully she gets some help for what she's got. How do I want to put this? If that's the way the woman wants to act, she's free to act like that. But, it'd probably be better for her and her family if she was not, a member of Congress while doing it. You want to be a private citizen doing that? Go for it. At least, you're not embarrassing your county, your community, your state, or your country with your behavior. People will just associate it with you and your morals and ethics and values. And if she wants to have public displays of affection that involve fondling and stuff like that and groping, there's red light districts galore that would encourage such behavior. Probably show a little bit of more judgment as to where you're choosing to have your little trysts there. It's sounding all judgy. I'm sorry. But, where am I going with it? You don't get class with your income level. You don't get class from your zip code. Class comes from inside. Class is taught. Class is learned. And doesn't look like anybody taught her much about class. And if they did, she sure as hell didn't learn about it. Anyways. Okay, so there I go. I'm getting all gossipy and judgy on her. Sorry, but whatever. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for your likes, comments, and shares, so that you feed the YouTube algorithm so my videos get out to other viewers. And for the new viewers, welcome to the channel. This is not exactly one of my typical videos, a little more judgy. I still think I'm a little bit raw from what happened in Texas this week, but whatever, I'll get over it. I'm just grumpy. But welcome to the channel. Hope you found this reading entertaining and informative. Hope you subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.